Every night, you disappear. Completely. The person with your name, your problems, your whole story, gone. And somehow, you're fine with it. What actually vanishes when you sleep? And what that reveals about what you truly are. Right now, try to find the one who's afraid of dying. Where exactly is that one? Can you point to it? Tonight, you will lose everything. Your name, your anxieties, your unfinished conversations. That version of you dissolved completely. And yet, here you are. Where did you go during deep, dreamless sleep? Not your body. That kept breathing, but the one listening to these words, the one with opinions and memories and a sense of being a separate person. Where was that one? Try to find a single moment of deep sleep in your memory. Nothing. Because the only one looking for it wasn't there to record it. Think about a bicycle wheel. The tire, the rim, all the moving parts, but the wheel only works because at the center there is an empty space. Remove that emptiness and the whole wheel seizes up completely. Waking life is like that. Thoughts, emotions, plans, problems, always moving. What are they spinning around? Deep sleep isn't the wheel stopping. Deep sleep is your returning to that center, the still empty space that makes all the movement possible. If you can return there every night, if something in you knows exactly how to find that stillness, where is it right now? Is it only available at night? Or is it here at the center while everything keeps spinning? Every morning, something remarkable happens. You return, not to the same thoughts, those are fresh, not to the same mood, but a sense of continuity, something that says, this is still me. Where does that comes from? You weren't conscious for hours. No recording of the gap. And yet, recognition, continuity. Think about a river. The water is never the same water twice. Every drop is moved downstream, and yet the river remains the river. Same name, same feel, same river. Check this. What makes you the same you? Across all the years, all the changes, across the gap of sleep itself. It isn't your thoughts. Those change. It isn't your mood. That changed too. It isn't even your memories. Those were absent all night. Something else provides that continuity. Something that was present before the thought returned. Is that something here right now? Not a thought, but as what thoughts appear in? See what's happening? The person, the one with your name, your history, your fears, disappears. Your fears disappears every night, reliably, without struggle, without loss. And something remains. Something that witnesses without being trapped. Something that provides continuity without being the content. There is a phrase that points directly at this, which is the self is no more without danger. And I'm talking about the small self. When you rest in what you truly are, the small self is no more. And in that absence, there is no danger, because the small self was the only thing that could ever feel threatened. Not the self destroyed, just returned to its root, like a plant in winter, nothing lost. Everything resting in what is actually is. And you can check this now. Find the one who is scared of not existing. Look bravely and directly at it. Is it a thought? A feeling? Is it you or something you're observing? The divine isn't found at the end of a long search. It's what remains every night when the person finally puts itself down. You've already been there 10,000 times, just didn't know what to call it when you came back. So, what is actually happening when you fall asleep? Look carefully at what happens when you wake up. There's first just awareness, pure, simple, undirected, no name, no story, no problems. Then thoughts begin. Memory returns. The story of who you are reassembles itself. Name, relationships, responsibilities, yesterday's unfinished business. The person reconstructs itself from that stillness. So which came first? The person or the awareness the person appeared in? It looks like the person wakes up, but awareness was already there. The person emerged from it. The source, that still, empty, aware center, was never asleep. It doesn't wake up because it never went anywhere. What we call waking up is just the source beginning to take the shape of a person again. The person isn't the fundamental reality. The source is. The person is what the source looks like when it's moving. Deep sleep is what the source looks like when it's still. You don't wake up. The divine wakes you up as you. Tonight, as you are falling asleep, instead of following the usual mental noise, ask one single question. What is aware of this body getting heavy? Don't try to answer it. Just notice what's still noticing as sleep approaches. You'll probably fall asleep quickly. That's not failure. That's the investigation working. You are watching a person dissolve and the center remain. And tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, there's a gap. A moment before you remember who you are. One breath in that gap. Is it anxious, incomplete, or simply here? You've seen that what you are doesn't disappear when the person disappears. Sleep has been showing you this every night without effort. Tomorrow morning, one breath before the day begins, you'll find something that has no location, so can never be lost. When you catch it, you'll understand why what you are has never once been in danger. Not even for a single night.